What the? Said Kimberly. This is terrible. Who is that woman? I think she's under mind control, said Jasmine. I'll take some of the shots of his. Maybe we'll know what's going on. Just then Kiros showed up. You again? Give me a break, Kiros, said Takeru, who fought him off the other mission. I'm not the Takeru you want to kill. I'm not Red Mask. But you stand in the way of one thing better than Ia, the underground princess. That is Mako Shirashi, said Kiros, who started to cross his blade against Takerushiba's sword. To be honest, you treat women like they're just things, but they're not. How dare you call Mako a thing, said Takerushiba, who transformed into Shinken Red out of rage. This gets exciting all the more. There's really no such thing as love, only conquest, and that's the reason why I wanted Ial. It was conquest like precious pearls and jewels. Takeru, you are about to learn that fact the hard way. As you know, that girl Teresa is right now on our side because Hoji murdered her brother in cold blood, as revealed by Umbrella, one of our insider agents, said Kiros. That can't be true. He's not a murderer, said Takerushiba in a rather angry voice. Sadly, he was. He broke his oath to protect life. Maybe it's time he joins the United Lands of Evil and helps us conquer the universe, said Kiros. Kimberly and Jasmine joined in. The two girls simultaneously morphed into Pink Ranger 1 and Yellow Space Ranger to beat the Aneroids. Masumi and Hoji transformed into Boken Black and Deca Blue, respectively. However, Teresa was now turning ghastly, shouting out Hoji's name, saying, You murdered my brother in cold blood, and for that you will die for that crime. You're a corrupt cop. You will all die. Teresa, remember me. Teresa, you're being brainwashed, shouted Deca Blue, but he was being battered up by energy rays. Yes. You are about to face the true power of guilt, Hoji, said Kiros, laughing at the fact that Revenger was just hiding somewhere. I don't think we can hold out much longer, said Shinken Red, who drew the character Escape, enabling them to retreat. Those fools will be back, said Kiros. Revenger then appeared from his invisibility. Teresa was once again rendered unconscious. The plan will soon bear fruit, said Revenger. I'd love to see them suffer. Radic is impressed with the show. He might even give you a raise on your next payroll. That it will, plus I get to have Mako for my prize, said Kiros, smirking. On the other hand, Revenger, make sure you don't hurt Kimberly. She's to be returned to the Emperor unharmed. I understand, but why would Radiguet want her so badly, said Revenger. It's because she's that hot, but she's not my type, though. She's not much of a tough girl like that Mako who makes conquest pursuable. On the other hand, let's prepare for our next plan, said Kiros. Back in the new skybase, the other heroes had confirmed that there hasn't been any new United Lands of Evil confirmed. Chiharu was worried to see Hoji in his shape. Teresa, no, said Hoji, who was calling Chiharu by mistake due to their resemblance in terms of appearance. No, I am Chiharu. I'm not your former lover Teresa, said Chiharu, who then slapped him back and forth, hoping to wake him up. Oh, sorry, said Hoji, as he snapped back to his senses. Hoji, you're back to reality, said Chiharu. Thanks, Chiharu, said Hoji. I guess my past memories are not so gone after all. I guess it's time to fix that matter privately, said Director Aya. Mission Force, I think it'd be best if you take the time to fix this matter on your own. I will try to help them, Mother, said Chiharu. Well said. I am just said that I missed you out a lot of years from you, said Director Aya. You reminded me of your father, too, a counselor at best. I am proud of the fact that you did all you can to help the Special Police Deca Ranger, even if you're not a Deca Ranger. Thanks, Mother, said Chiharu, smiling. Inside a private room in the new skybase, Hoji was finally in one place. Chiharu was there to see through the session as she was encouraged by her mother. So, Hoji, you knew her from your past? Asked Kimberly. I did. It's a long story, said Hoji in English, then succeeded by the Japanese statement. Sorry, I can't tell you guys. You'll have to tell us if we expect to win this mission. We can't assess the situation. Even if there are records, it's best we hear it from you because you're, after all, the #1 shot of the Deca Ranger, said Takeru. Okay, let me start. It all started when I met this Mikan girl. Despite her being from another race, I fell for her. However, she became sickly from a terminal disease that I thought had killed her all those years. Her brother Claude was driven insane trying to find a cure to the point he would start killing people, namely young girls, to find the cure. Although he had good motives, I had no choice but to delete him. He was killing people. In the end, she gave her life to celibacy, trying to forget about me, where I assumed she died, but I was so wrong. For some reason, she survived. I guess a cure was found, but she chose not to get out of the monastery, said Hoji. That's terrible, said Kimberly. Well, did you try to patch up your relationship? Asked Chiharu. No, I didn't, but I didn't accept my promotion to Tokyo status in the Deca Ranger Force with all the pain in me about her. I wanted to forget her all those years, but I felt like everything's returning. To be honest, I no longer have the intention of patching it up, but I want to settle the whole issue once and for all, so she and I can move on, said Hoji. Now I see why you were suddenly so rude, said Kimberly, who had a tear in her eye. Sorry for that incident of being rude to you, Kimberly, said Hoji as he spoke in English. You're forgiven, said Kimberly in Agent. What? That kind of reminds me of what Deputy Commander Guy told me of Ryu's girlfriend too, said Masumi. So you chose law in the end, yet you refused your gold badge. How sad. However, I was able to use Ranu's trick of using a camera in battle. This is beginner's luck, though, said Jasmine. Hoji then thought of something interesting of the picture. It was as if there were some strings revealed that could not be seen by the naked eye, but he was not surprised. I think it's an old alienator trick that hasn't been used too often. Jasmine, your wits have made you a valuable asset to the SPD, especially you learned photography as a sideline hobby, said Hoji. I think I do have a plan that could work, said Chiharu with a scheming look on her face. Meanwhile, Kiros and Umbrella were discussing their final strategies in combat. Trakina was impressed with the results, and so was Radiguet. I bet there are plenty more among the heroes with that kind of issue out there, said Kiros. Not as tragic as Hoji, said Umbrella. Time will come when Hoji will end her life, and it will be a guilt-ridden trap. When that happens, I guess his love interest Chiharu will reject him, and we can use that too against him. He'll be totally pissed at himself. How tragic indeed, said Trakina, who was then about to let out some wine to drink with Umbrella and Kiros. How the heck can Umbrella drink anything with that fishbowl in his head? It's too early to celebrate, said Radiguet, firing a bolt of energy at the bottle of wine, splashing Trakina, Kiros, and Umbrella. Sire, said Trakina, I don't care if you do your primary mission. A mission is not over until it's accomplished. A plan is never done until the goal is reached. Search for another strategy to reach the goal. But I do love your mission. It's very sadistic, said Radiguet, sneering. Yes, sire, said Trakina, who had feelings of anger inside her from the incident. You don't have to worry about this foolproof plan. Achoo! Said Kiros, who suddenly had an allergic reaction. Must be Mako backbiting you right now, said Trakina. Never mind that. It's time to send an Avenger into the city, said Kiros. A symphony well composed in Umbrella. Yes, indeed, Kiros, said Umbrella. Now she's out there. Foolproof. I think these idiots will blow it again. I might start intervening with missions soon. Taking over Europe was easy because there are no Sentai heroes, but with them, I hate to think how hard conquest is with them, said Radiguet. At a city area, the Revenger was carrying his plan out again, using Teresa's body as his plan. Takeru Shiba and his team were alert of the whole attack. I guess it's time to go, said Takeru Shiba, but as agreed, Hoji must face Teresa first. We beat the monster when he gets the score done. Thanks, said Hoji. I'd like to say a few words, Hoji. Just fight with all your strength, said Masumi. I believe you can settle this issue once and for all. Thanks for the encouragement, Masumi, said Hoji. Kimberly gave a warm smile for approval. Hoji, good luck, said Chiharu. Just settle things with her once and for all, maybe. I won't remind you of her even if we look alike. Just think of me resembling my mother. Thanks, Chiharu, said Hoji. Then let's go, said Takeru Shiba to his team. Now Takeru Shiba's team went to the city. They were standing by while beating up any androids that Umbrella had unleashed, but none of the field commanders were there. Hoji, we know you can free Teresa without killing her, said Kimberly. Just then Teresa showed up, still controlled by Revenger. Hoji, now you'll pay for the unjust murder of my brother, said Teresa. Teresa, listen to me. Your brother was guilty of taking away human life from young girls, said Teresa. Liar! I know everything, said Teresa. Teresa, you're not making sense. You are lied to. In fact, I believe you're being manipulated. Your brother was a murderer. I had no choice, said Hoji. Teresa's inner sense of reality awakened a little. A voice can be heard. It was Teresa's natural voice. Hoji, help me. Hoji, said Teresa. I know you had to do what you had to do. The other heroes who were on standby mode. Did we reverse her? Asked Kimberly. I'm afraid not, said Jasmine. If my hypothesis is right, the enemy is just hidden. Back to Hoji. He sensed that there was somebody walking by, hearing the footsteps. What if Jasmine's hypothesis was true? What if there's an invisible force here, said Hoji, who drew his rifle. In a quick shot, while Teresa was still numb, Hoji fired his rifle fast, not taking any chances, revealing Revenger in the process. What the? I'm revealed, said Revenger. That's right, said Hoji. Plus I didn't have to enter SWAT mode to find you. My friends taught me new tricks. Teresa was then freed from her trance for now. Even if you revealed me, you can't prevent the fact that Teresa is still under my control, said Revenger. Revenger began activating the hatred cycle again, but he was a visible puppet player. Now let's finish this Revenger. Deca Blue went into SWAT mode and fired his rifle at Revenger faster than anything, learning from his mistake with Claude. Revenger was hit that hard he could no longer control Teresa. I will definitely avenge you, Claude, said Revenger. Teresa finally got released from her mind control. Hoji, said Teresa. Teresa, get out of here quick. Leave this battle to us, said Deca Blue in SWAT mode. Teresa ran away as ordered. She never met Hoji face to face after all those years.
Judgment! アリエナイザーに対してはスペシャルポリスの要請により遥か銀河の彼方にある宇宙最高裁判所から判決が下される。
Guys, he's affirmed for deletion. I'll give you the honors to be with me now. The other Rangers came in doing their morphing sequences together. Shinken Red, Pink Ranger 1, Yellow Space Ranger, and Boken Black came in and did their pose as well as their roll call. I guess we can team up, said Shinken Red, as he went into Super Shinken Red mode, drawing his Mogyu bazooka, and the others came to his side to lend their power. Now the issue is no longer personal. Now it's professional, said Deca Blue in English. Now let's finish him off, said Shinken Red.
最終奥義リスク。スーパー猛牛バズーカ自動不滅。
Perfectly done, said Deca Blue in English. In a flash, Revenger managed to enlarge as intended by Umbrella. Revenger had a built-in dimensional bug to allow him to enlarge if he was ever defeated. Well, we don't have any giant robot combination in particular, said Deca Blue. Yeah, you're right, said Shinken Red. Just then the Deca Wings arrived on time. Partner, I'm here, said Deca Red, as the other Deca Rangers were in their Deca Wingers. Let's finish this quickly, said Deca Blue. Right on to Deca Yellow. It's time to let this emotionally evil man die. At the United Lands of Evil headquarters, Radigate was frustrated at the failed plan. You should have been there to supervise the mission. It's not even foolproof at all, said Radigate, who fired energy bolts at Umbrella and Kiros, who were frightened to death. But I did enjoy the show until we had a bad ending. Hoji and his friends were visiting Teresa, who was in the hospital, trying to recover from her mental stress. Chiharu was brought with her. The other Deca Rangers were with them too. Thanks for backing us up, said Hoji. Anytime, partner, said Bon. I'm not your partner. Oh wait, I am, said Hoji, laughing. Sure thing, said Bon. See you later. I still have to settle things with Teresa, said Hoji. I can't thank you guys enough for freeing me from Nick's influence, said Teresa. I know it was tough for you, Hoji, to delete my brother. That's why I had no choice but to leave you so you can ease the pain. And also, it was only proper to delete Nick because of his several homicide cases. So do you plan to go back to your home planet soon, Teresa? Asked Hoji. That I might do, but maybe I'll give up the monastery to further forget the pain, said Teresa. Oh, I can't believe you found yourself another woman who looks kind of like me. Quite surprising. However, I should soon fall away from this disease I was fighting for 7 years. So you're his ex-girlfriend, Teresa, said Chiharu. I was surprised when I first saw your photo. Teresa, I think you can start reaching out to more people before your disease will end your life. Just take care, Hoji. I'm glad you exist to be there with him, said Teresa, embracing Chiharu. Well, Hoji, I guess your past is settled, said Kimberly. The doctor then came in to check on Teresa. Teresa, we have to check up on you first, said the doctor. I wish you all can leave now. Finally, Hoji and his friends got out of the room. Teresa, the past is settled. However, I still feel bad about the fact that your working conditions have caused you to become sickly. Whatever your choice is, Teresa, just get well. Thanks for blessing Chiharu to move on with me, said Hoji. Chiharu did a playful gesture of calling Hoji attention to snap back to reality. She did a funny smile at him. Earth to Hoji, you're not in space, said Chiharu. Oh, did I snap out? Sorry, Chiharu, said Hoji. Hoji, I guess we better hurry back. Genta and Antonia have prepared just for us their special seafood palana, said Chiharu. Your past is settled with your ex-girlfriend. Let's go now. That reminds me, I've got to help them prepared, said Takeru Shiba, who then teleported away in a hurry using Mochikara. Hoji can be seen in a loving gaze as the ending scene. Looking at this chapter and the original by Chris X, this is, without question, the poor man's version of the latter. And when you have a poor man's version of anything, much less a fanfiction, that just proves you're really up shit creek without a paddle. And speaking of shit, next week involves Chikyu's Sentai 5-Man, the first Sentai where the entire team was a family. Though unfortunately, this chapter has a moment that goes against everything family stands for.